Today we have a conference, which means we gotta be a little bit more professional. Don't blame me if it scares the newbies. At this point, I would hope you know the drill. We're going in with our concealer first. Fluffy brush, pack it in, and then blend it out. Give yourself a little bit of padding. Even though we're not gonna try and go crazy, we still want that padding. Now you may notice that my brows do have a little bit more shape. I kind of did it mostly for my little preview videos that I've been doing. I also just kind of want to give them a little bit more shape, but with whatever concealer is left on your brush, I kind of use that to just kind of shape up the top of them a little bit and make it a little bit easier for when we go in foundation, so you don't have to go right up to the brow and potentially mess it up. And then also right between the brows and down the nose, and kind of blend that area out. Just so that way you don't have to use as much foundation, and it makes it a little bit easier and gives you a little bit more wiggle room when you do your brows. And then because it is a bit more of a professional day, we are gonna go over our acne spots. And of course I feel like because this is more of like a professional day, that I have to like really make sure I'm getting everything. Every little dot has to be covered. Everyone. Today we're only going to do two colors. We're going to go into the Natasha Denona ones. We're going to go into this lighter brown and then into this darker brown. And that's it. With the lighter brown, we're actually going to go about 2/3 with this. And we're actually going to pack it all the way up to the top. And actually we're going to go up here as well. So you see we're doing almost the entire eye, but we are going to leave this little corner here. But Lee, it looks almost identical to your skin tone. Yes, that's the point. Alright, and going in with that darker brown, we're going to keep this right at the corner here. And literally we're just kind of making a dot, and I am still going to swoop it up because, you know, wings. And we're just going to blend it in. Kind of like this little triangle end wing piece. And it's okay if it goes into, you know, our little buffer area. Our padding is there for a reason. Basically going to, and at this point I kind of went a little bit further just to show. So, might be a little bit more dramatic than I was planning, but we can roll with it. We can roll with it. Again, going out and we're just blending that in at an angle. Going back in with the first brush, we're just gonna blend this out a little bit more. Like we've been doing. Really just want to soften this, make it super soft. Once you get it about where you want it, we're gonna do the fake wing liner again, because that's kind of the mood I've been in this week. Actually, you might be able to see it a bit better because these are slightly lighter colors. Again, thin brush. We're just using it to kind of wing it up. And blend it in. Once those are where you want them, again, outer corner of the waterline. Foundation time. Wet Beauty Blender. Doce Pampes. I don't know if that's actually Spanish, don't quote me. Bounce. She bounced way, she walked with it. I know, I'm not cool. Squoosh. Remember that padding that we did? This is part of why we do that. I know, that easy. And again, because we use that concealer, you see how much better it covered compared to yesterday. But Lily, I went too far again. It's okay, Simba. Into the powder to set our foundation. Clean it up, Coco. At this point, I hope you know the drill. Contour, fishy face. Because it's my favorite, we're going back to this one today. With, without. With, without. I just think it just adds that little extra. It makes me happy. And then into the Ofra, because yes, that is my favorite highlighter. Like, look at that. It just brightens up that whole inner eye corner. Even it out. Yeah. fan brush to go here, here, and here. Maybe there too. I just saw my shirt. Oh my god. I really did use a crap ton of powder to set this today because I've got to go a full 8 hours. Like, that's hilarious. But it does prove my point that I do use a lot of powder when I set my face, which is why I leave brow gel and mascara for the end. Because otherwise, you just see white lashes, and that just looks so gross to me. Anywho, we're going in with a brow gel. Just to kind of reset, recolor, and, you know, not leave them ghostly pale. I know, that much of a difference. And then with mascara, now some of you may or may not have noticed, but I go one layer on the top and then on the bottom. Why? Because that's how I originally learned, and I cannot break that habit. Doing it just on the underside feels weird to me. Also, I feel like I don't get as many clumps by doing it that way as well, so that's a thought. Lastly, we go in with our lipstick of the week. I just realized we could really do a wear test with this because they're gonna feed me breakfast and lunch today. Don't forget your setting spray, and that's all I got. Do with this information what you will.